6:37 in the morning, and we're just gonna get ready and go and get our rail passes. So Katrina's just got to do her hair, and then I think we'll walk there. It's about a half an hour walk from here, so it's about the same on the train. So I think we'll just walk. One of my favourite things about Tokyo is the contrast. So you've got a brand new building here, and then you've just got these old buildings. And it's just such a beautiful place to walk around.
There's something about being in Japan that is just so peaceful. I don't know whether it's the super friendly, kind people, or if it's just the atmosphere, but every time I've been to Japan, which is only twice to be fair, I have felt at peace, and I have really, really enjoyed myself.
So we stopped to get some food. We've got some fried chicken, so Katrina's going to try it and tell us what she thinks. What was that?
Yeah, that's really good.
I could eat this all day. Probably better than KFC back in Australia, but we won't tell them that. So we just got our rail passes from the JR ticket something. They also gave us our Suica cards as well, so if there's something that our rail pass doesn't cover, we will be able to get on a train anyway. But now we're just going to go through and check out Tokyo Station.
So when you go to Japan, you can get a rail pass, which pretty much covers all of the JR rail trains, which are pretty much the above ground trains. If you're going underground, you need a Suica card, and that covers the metro, but you can use the Suica card for both if you don't want to pay the $700 each for the rail pass. Suica card is basically just the equivalent of the Go-card that we have here in Brisbane, where you tap on and off the train or bus, and you pre-charge it at a machine before you jump on. Then we headed over to check out the Imperial Palace, which is just up the road, which is currently the home to the Emperor of Japan.
It's like 4 degrees and my nose feels like it's going to fall off, but we're just coming to check out the Imperial Palace. So we've just left Tokyo Station, walked just up the road, and it's like a beautiful park. I've been here before, Katrina hasn't, so we'll walk around for a little bit and see what we can find.
You can only enter the grounds of the Imperial Palace at certain times. Now, it turns out while we were in Tokyo, they were doing the Tokyo Marathon, so we got to see a lot of people running around and really enjoying their short shorts in the freezing cold. But saying that, we did spend a good hour just walking around and taking in the views. All the beautiful trimmed trees, the moat around the castle, everything that was there was absolutely serene and really, really enjoyable. Now we've headed over to Akihabara Electric Town, one of my favorite places in Tokyo. I spent hours here the first time I was here. It's full of old video games, arcade buildings, the works. All the things that I really, really enjoy are in this one area. And I thought I'd take everyone to enjoy another cultural delicacy, KFC. We all love KFC here in Australia, but Japan does it a little bit different. For me, I really, really enjoy it. It's more chicken thigh than breast, but my wife wasn't much of a fan, and neither were Jess and Pans. But we still tried it. I really like it still. Everybody else was and ahhing, but saying that, we did come back a couple of times throughout the holiday. Favorite thing about Akihabara is the arcade buildings, whether that be the Sega buildings that were there last time I was there, or the current arcade buildings. I absolutely love it and could spend hours upon hours just going up and down playing games. We went to a few buildings looking for retro video games. Now for me, I wanted to get a Game Boy Advanced SP. Unfortunately, didn't find one today, but we went to Super Potato, which was in Akihabara, and we walked up and down reminiscing on the things that we grew up with. Some of them older than us, some of them newer than us. But most of the stuff we knew exactly what it was and really enjoyed playing it. Best thing I find about Japan is that it doesn't matter if you're 15, 26, 52, there's always something that you will enjoy, whether that's the old SNES games or the new bloody DS games. It's all here. Everybody has something to look at, and everybody in Japan loves this stuff. Look, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, mate, this is becoming more of a food vlog. And you might be right. You know, here we are again, getting food. I'm getting a beef skewer and Katrina's getting some candied strawberries. But we're just showing you exactly what we did and hoping you enjoy every second of it. Oh, yum. I bet you that is good. Yeah? Do you now have a strawberry fetish? Akihabara. Been here for a few hours now. We've gone up and down some of these arcade buildings, but it's still pretty cool to check everything out and have a look. Did you enjoy your arcade game? Yeah. So I think we're gonna head back to the hotel and then get ready for our Mario Karting, Go-karting, whatever you want to call it. So we came back to the room for a little bit and now we're just going to get ready and go Mario Karting. So we've got about half an hour on the train to get there. Put on some extra layers because it's a little bit cold outside tonight. And yeah, we're going to head there now and have some fun. Doing the go-karting was one of the highlights of our holiday for sure. Going through Shibuya Scramble multiple times, racing through the streets in the carts with the nice LED lights. It was pristine, beautiful, and it was just something that I would do over and over and over again. One recommendation I have is wherever you're going to do the go-karting, make sure you book in advance. This stuff sells out because it is so cool. So make sure you get on Kloot or wherever you want to book it and reserve yourself a spot. So we just did the Mario Karting with Neo Kart through Shibuya Crossing and it was pretty fun. What did you think?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I've done it before with another company, but going through the busiest crossing in the world probably 4 times was pretty cool. So it was nice. The only issue we had was it was a bit cold and we should have worn some gloves because I still can't use my thumbs properly, but we've got a reservation for Shibuya Sky. So heading down this way, we're going to find some food and then hopefully head up the top and see some cool things. Trina wanted to go in the Disney store, so that's where we're going.
So Katrina decided she wanted to go to this donut shop that we've seen on TikTok, and it was like 1,000,000 kilometers away. So I think we're almost there. Been walking for about 15 minutes, but happy wife, happy life, you know what I'm saying? That's right. There's literally like a Starbucks every 100 meters. So if you like Starbucks, you're all good.
But they don't open until then.
Yeah. They weren't open this morning when we left at 6 a.m. But that's fine. It is what it is. If you really want to get a coffee at 6 a.m, you can go to the 7-Elevens or Lawson's or Family Mart. I mean, the same as what I do back home. But that's just because it's cheaper. So good news is we found the donut place. Bad news is they sold out of donuts. So we've just done enough walking to burn off the calories that we now don't get to eat. So I suppose we'll just have to find something else. There's a nice place up here called the Bakehouse. Maybe Katrina can find something in there. And then I want ramen. My goal today is to get some ramen. It probably won't happen because now we have to get back to Shibuya Sky by the bakery. Look, it's what it is. Now I have to walk all the way back to bum F nowhere. And all I can do is blame my wife at this point in time.
No.
Whose fault is it then?
Their fault for selling out.
Selling out. Katrina actually came here earlier today and ate all their donuts, is what she said. That's fine. Busiest crossing in the world, that one.
What's crazy about this crossing is 2.4 million people cross it every day, and roughly 2,500 people every time it's crossed. It's also been the location for famous film shoots, whether that be Lost in Translation or the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. It's been in a few movies and it's a fairly popular spot. So we found ramen. It's gonna be Katrina's first time trying it. So we're just gonna wait for it to be cooked and we'll see how we go. We did it. We got the ramen. We've now accomplished what I wanted to do for the day, so now Katrina's going to try it and probably not like it, but we'll see how we go.
とかって切り抜いて画像にしようかなってそれスクショして画像にしようかなワンチャンマフレでカメラ目線ないかなと思って
あー確かに、
一瞬のカメラ目線多分あるから
頑張ってずっと見てたら見つかるから
あとその角度的にギターと効果が被る
ありがち、
Not too bad. It's got the approval. We still won't eat it when we get home.
昼の時は若干遠いからな、
確かに
Just finished our food. That ramen was pretty good. There's a bit too much food for Katrina to finish, but
still good.
she enjoyed it. So now we're going to head over to Shibuya Sky because we have a booking for 8:40. So we'll head over now, go to the top, and we should be able to see some pretty cool things. So we made it. Shibuya Sky. Isn't that awesome?
Shibuya Sky was something really, really cool. We went up the elevator one of the tallest observation decks in Tokyo, which was a height of 229 meters. Once we got up there, we got to go out on the observation deck, out in the open. It was a little bit windy, it was a little bit cold, but it was absolutely unreal to see Tokyo from so high up. Now, once you get up the top, you do have to put everything in a storage locker. Anything that you can't tie or hold on to nicely, like my camera or my phone, had to go in the locker so it didn't blow off the edge of the building and didn't hurt anyone. So this is where we get up the top here, and they ask us to go to the locker quickly and store our stuff. It didn't cost any extra money. I think it's a $2 coin, but you get it at the end. Shibuya Sky is another one that you have to book in advance. One of the best times to come is the golden hour as the sun sets, so you get to experience the sunset, the nighttime, all the vibrant night lights. And yeah, just make sure that you book it in advance so you can really, really enjoy it. We're on top of the world. So we made it up to Shibuya Sky. It is a long way up. My ears popped on the way up. And it's actually really cold up here, but the view is insane. Look at this. We have 360-degree view of Tokyo from probably one of the highest points in the city. And we can go up here, we can get even higher. It is insane. Look at this. All the way around. Yeah. Tokyo Tower's lit up. See if I can zoom in on it. Over there, green and purple. There's another building over here that's lit up nice. This is just insane. Oh, we're zoomed up my face, look at that. But it's one of the coolest things.
And coldest.
Yeah, it's a bit cold. It is a little bit cold, but if you're here, come up and check it out. I recommend. For sure. Is that where the lights were coming from? Insane. You can probably hear from the camera how windy it is. Now this, right in the middle of the tower, was pretty cool. I always love facts like this. It sort of pointed out all the major landmarks around the world and how far they were away from this spot. Yes. Building there. I was showing Katrina just before, but that building there, where are we? There's a skate park on top of it. I can't zoom anymore on that, but that is a skate park. It's pretty cool. Crossing from up here. Insane. The wind is going off shots if you couldn't hear it. Which you probably actually can't hear me, but it is windy up here, it is freezing cold. But that was a pretty cool experience. I will admit that's one of the coolest things we've done so far. That's the end of day 2. We did some pretty cool stuff. The Mario Karting, Shibuya Sky. If you have any questions, comment on the video, like it, share, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.